Alright, hey guys, the topic of interest today is to think for yourself. Right, I'm going to share a few quotes with you guys and hopefully it'll make sense. I'm going to share two quotes and then I'll explain them and we'll have story time. So, first quote is this: let the decisions you make be a product of your own conclusion. So I'm going to say that again. Let the decisions you make be a product of your own conclusion. Quote number one. Quote number two is: sincerity is not a test of truth. Only truth can test truth. So I'm going to say that one more time. Sincerity is not a test of truth. Only truth can test truth. So I'm going to explain this. So the first quote, let the decisions you make be a product of your own conclusion. What the ethos or message behind that is to say that we need to make decisions based on, our own conclusion. So we need to make decisions based on our own research. Like, cause sometimes we have experts or people in the field that we follow because we think that they have all the answers and we just do what they're saying. But I think it's important to know and understand why we're doing what we're doing. So let me give you an example. So like when I started the gym at first, there was this guy that I met in the gym, who I saw and I thought he had a physique that I aspired to. I was like, wow, he looks great. Yeah, he's got the body I want. So I'd watch him train, and he was training hard, and I was thinking, wow, man, one day I want to be like that guy. And it just so happened that one day I was training legs. I believe it was a Thursday. It was a Thursday. I do legs on a Thursday. It was a Thursday. And he was doing legs that same day too, and he invited me to join in his session. So I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to join with him. I need to learn from this guy, look at the size of him. Some may even deem him as an expert in the field of gymming. So I was like, yeah, cool, I'll join him. So I joined in the session, and the session was going pretty good, and I was like, man, I'm working pretty hard right now, I'm feeling strong. And then we were there for like a good few hours now, and I was thinking, yep, I think we should be coming to the end of the session now, and I thought, I'm ready to call it a day. And I was like, all right, dude, I'm about to go. And it's like, wait, we're not done yet. I was like, we're not done, yeah. And it's like, nah. So at this point, we're on the leg press machine, and then he stacked it like to the top of the weights. Another time, I couldn't handle that weight, and it was like, we're doing this. And I was like, bro, I can't. And he's like, yes, you can. So he forced me to do the reps. So it got to the point like my body couldn't do it. So he was manually grabbing my legs and forcing me to do the weight. And I was like, bro, I can't. It's like, yeah, you can. Keep going. Yeah. And it went on like that for a time. And like my body was failing at this point. My body's like, yo, Josh, chill. We're done. Yeah. But he was like, nah, we're not. So like to the point that I couldn't even move any weight. Like we put it to the lowest stack, and I couldn't even move that because my body was done. But it was forcing me to do the weight, so it was grabbing my legs and going, yeah, go, kind of thing. And after that session, I was done in. Like, I didn't train for like a good 8 days after that. I was done. Like, I was drained. My joints were hurting. And I was like, whoa, this is the way I need to be training. I have not been training hard enough, was my mentality from that experience. Because I trained with that guy. Because that's what he told me to do. Because he's the expert. Right? And then and I adopted that mentality, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go hard till I can't go no more, kind of thing. And it wasn't until later down the line that I met other people who were training a different way, who were equally as big as that person, or maybe even bigger, and they were training hard as well. But they weren't training to the point that their joints were hurting, or that they couldn't move the weight properly, and they had to get someone to manually push their bodies to move the weight. Right? And I looked at that guy later down the line, only to find out that guy stopped training as consistently because he had all these joint pains, he had all these injuries and stuff like that. And I deemed him as an expert at the time, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna do it the way he's doing it. Only to find out that he was getting injured, right? And I was thinking, I can understand why you're injured now, because you're busy pushing all that weight. Yeah, you're going so hard, you're not resting. Yeah, you're going to the point where your joints are hurting, and you're not listening to your joints saying, yo, chill. But you keep going because you need to go hard. So the point I'm saying is this: like, for me, my decisions of working hard, going hard in the gym, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna push all those weights because I can, wasn't based on my own conclusion. It was based on what he told me to do. Like, I didn't do my own research because I listened to him because he was deemed an expert in the field. And I'm not saying don't work harder, and I'm not saying don't do that, because hey, I don't know everybody. If it works for you, it works for you. But what I'm saying is, it's not a one shoe fits all type of world. You have to understand that sometimes, like, experts will give us advice on certain things, and we just do it without questioning it, without testing out and seeing if it works for us. Because there's certain things that people give you, certain pieces of advice they'll give you, even advice that I'll give you. But it's important that when I give you advice, for example, you ask me why I'm giving you the advice, why specifically I'm saying do this and this and this. Understand why you're doing what you're doing. and then test it out. And if it doesn't work for you, change it. You know what I'm saying? So like one philosophy that's thrown around is to be successful, you need to sleep 3 hours a day and work hard round the clock. And maybe that is true for some people, but I've tested that out, and for me, I found like, bro, that doesn't work for me, man. I need sleep. You know what I mean? I don't function on 3 hours sleep. Yeah, but some people, they can do that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I found that there are loads of other billionaires who are sleeping good. They're sleeping 8 hours a day, yeah, and they're still making good money. So, you know what I mean? That tells me that it's possible to be successful without sleep, with sleep as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily that you don't sleep to be successful. You know what I'm saying, but I've also adopted that mentality, yeah, in the past, because that's what the experts told me to do at the time. Yeah, but you know what I mean? But you have to test things out for yourself and understand why you're doing what you're doing. Like, is it working for you? If it's not, don't do it. Because I feel like a lot of us are coming to the age now where we're becoming young adults. We're coming to the point where we need to start making decisions for ourselves. Well, I am anyway. And it's important that like you realize that only you know what's best for, no, well, you're the only person on this earth who knows what's best for you at this moment in time. So people can be giving you advice, sometimes even your parents as well. Parents are lovely people, don't get twisted, listen to your parents. But it's also important that you understand why they're telling you what you're doing, and before you make a decision, weigh the pros and cons, understand why you're doing what you're doing. Don't just follow blindly, because some people can be sincere in what they're doing. So, but remember the quote I gave before: sincerity is not a test of truth. Truth is a test of truth. So some people can be sincere and they can give you advice and tell you to go in a one direction, but that's based on the knowledge that they have right now. You know what I'm saying? That knowledge can change, you know what I mean? So like, just like the guy in the gym that I met the first time who was telling me to go hard all the time, to push those weights, to the point that I can't do them anymore. Like, that was his idea, and he was sincere in the way he was doing it. He was saying like, you know, go hard because he sincerely wanted me to do well. You know what I mean? But his ideas and the knowledge that I had right now may not have been the best thing for me at the time, because had I listened to my body, I would have realized, wait, no, this can't be the right thing for me to do. So just because someone gives you sincere advice, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's right or that it's the right thing for you to do. Like, remember there was a time when you know, smoking was deemed healthy, and people were sincere. The doctors were like, yeah, you know, smoke 20 packs a day. I'm telling you, your health's gonna be going right up. You're gonna be feeling good. Yeah, and people will be smoking away, you know, puffing away at the cigarettes, only to find out later down the line that, yo, this is not good for me. This is causing problems in my lungs, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So even when experts give you advice, I want you guys to ask questions and understand why you're doing what you're doing, because that's going to save you so much pain. Yeah, it's going to save you so much trouble if we understand what we're doing, or we understand what we're doing and testing things out. And if it's not working for you, then, you know, find something else. Either change the methodology of what they're telling you to do, or find something else. You know what I'm saying? So if you're to leave with anything today, understand this. These two quotes: let the decisions you make be a product of your own conclusion. So before you make any decision, understand why you're doing it, test it out, and if it's working, do it. Don't just follow things blindly. And number two, sincerity is not a test of truth. Only truth can test truth. So people may give you sincere advice, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's right. So test it out. If it works, keep it. If it's not working, change it. Alright guys, I hope that's added some sort of value to you. I hope you've got something out of it. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe guys. Have a good day. Stay positive. Smile. Yeah, love you guys. Alright, peace.